welcome to today's session, which is why QMetry for Jira for Agile team, the AI initiative. Let me start with introducing myself. I am Rupal Der, and I have spent more than a decade and a half in business strategy and development. What continues to excite me is helping tech teams address the challenges at hand with suitable product suite and help them achieve higher efficiencies for better ROI. I bring the customer needs and market vision and partner-based innovation to our core team to carve out the desired strategy for QMetry's Atlassian product and named accounts to be precise. I'm also glad to introduce my presenting partner for today, Mr. Puneet Samtani. Puneet, in his current role as a senior product manager, defines the product roadmap and vision for QMetry Test Management products. He ensures that customer feedback and inputs are incorporated into the product. He works closely with engineering teams to ensure that new features and improvements are developed to matter for the end user and achieve higher customer success. Puneet has also headed QMetry support, and he has vast experience working with enterprise organizations, specifically to implement test management solutions. What I am excited to cover next is the next generation test management capabilities is going to be the first part of the session today. We'll then be moving on to understanding the AI use cases for test management. We would also want to then highlight how QMetry for Jira incorporates both the next generation test management capabilities and AI-driven use cases into its test management platform. So starting with the next generation test management capabilities, Puneet, we would love to hear your thoughts on what are the areas of focus for next generation test management capabilities.
Thank you, Rupal. We all understand how software testing processes have evolved and transformed. Enterprises now require next generation software testing tools that are easier to use and more efficient in agile environments. These modern tools offer a plethora of features that boost productivity, early detection of errors, and cross-functional collaboration, all of which contribute to higher quality. Let's understand how next-generation test management tools evolve testing processes, their capabilities, and how they fit into digital era of transformation. Starting with the test authoring and test executions, next-generation tools have intelligent test authoring features like BDD Gherkin's support, exploratory testing abilities, and reusability features like sharing of steps, data parameterization for enhancing the productivity of testers. These tools integrate seamlessly with existing developer tools such as Jira, as well as popular CI/CD platforms and widely used automation frameworks. This helps to establish collaboration among development and the QA teams, thereby improving the transparency between the teams. The new age solutions connect an organization's multiple lines of businesses and projects into delivery pipelines. This allows you to see all test activities in one place. These solutions serve as a centralized tool for multiple projects with diverse testing needs. This makes life easy for teams with one login that gives all stakeholders a single view of test coverage across their entire testing lifecycle. A modern tool also adapts to any development methodology like Agile, Waterfall, or any other. They have inbuilt workflows for industries requiring regulatory compliances for their testing activities. Features like audit logging for every event and approval workflow are required by customers in highly regulated industries. Talking about quality analytics, the modern test management platforms provide real-time insights into software quality through comprehensive reports and dashboards. Reports on traceability, coverage, execution progress, bug analysis, and trends are built in the system. There are advanced features that enable business users to generate reports on project customization. Reports can be easily shared across teams and can be reused across projects. These tools possess AI features that provide predictive and prescriptive recommendations. There are features that boost the productivity of testers. These organizations and tools continue to innovate features to meet evolving customer needs and market trends. Talking about a very important aspect, which is scalable architecture. The latest generation of test management tools are entirely SaaS-based, providing high availability and scalability with a low cost of ownership and maintenance. They have a configurable feature-based model that allow QA teams to buy only what is important to them and keeps their budget under control. With more enterprises adopting towards cloud solutions, security, compliance, and data management are important across industries and kind of scale. The new age tools have their processes well audited and compliance certified with ISO and SOC. Integration with existing tools used by an organization could be required, but may not be supported out of the box by test management tools. A modern tool has REST APIs that allow it to integrate with your existing tool chain. Talking about migration, these tools provide easy migration from legacy test management tools. Importing all test cases and executions from any legacy application is just a few clicks, and the whole process is automated and performed through utilities. Enterprise teams can get a single project running in few hours and fully migrate to the tool in just few weeks. Easier adoption is crucial when adopting a new tool to manage change. We all like tools with modern UI. The new age tools are intuitive, simple to learn, customizable as per the testing processes, easier to adopt and onboard. Integrations are simpler and more secure.
All right. Thank you, Puneet, for this wonderful insights. Now I would like to request all the attendees to provide your inputs to the poll. We have gone ahead and shared this poll to understand your viewpoints on to which test management capabilities are important to you and your organization. You would get 90 seconds to provide your input. Please select one of the options, which are integrate seamlessly with development, automation, and CI/CD platforms, real-time smart analytics and advanced custom reporting abilities, AI abilities like provide predictive and prescriptive suggestions, intelligent test authoring, exploratory and reusability features for efficient testing, modern intuitive UI, easier to onboard and quicker to adopt. Please select one of these to let us know your preference in understanding the test management capabilities that are important to you and your organization. All right. Thank you for your inputs. The poll result should be flashed on your screen by now, and these are quite interesting insights. Thank you for your inputs. All right. So after covering the next generation capabilities in test management, Puneet, I am absolutely excited to hear more about the next part of the session, which is the AI use case for test management.
So, Rupal, there can be a lot of use cases related to test management around AI. And we have been trying to implement all of these use cases from very long time. But now With the availability of Gen AI, it seems like implementing all of these use cases would be very quicker. Now, when we talk about AI-driven use cases, all of these use cases will help to boost the end user's productivity. Not only that, it will give some insights to the testing teams based on AI algorithm logic that will help them to improve their testing processes. Talking about the first feature, which will be very helpful for the testers, is auto creation of test cases along with the steps using stories. Generally, testers refer to the story description and they start creating their test cases in steps. Using AI, when a story is provided as an input to the AI models, automatically on a modular level, the test cases along with the steps will be created. Now, these test cases will act as a very good structure for the testers to utilize them into their testing life cycles. The test cases that will be created needs to be reviewed before you take it to the production. We have found that creating and planning test cycles along with relevant test cases is very time consuming for the testers. And at times they tend to forget some test cases which are very crucial for testing a specific user scenario. Now, AI is going to help you design test cycles or test suites by taking minimal inputs from the testers, and the test cycles will be created with all relevant test cases that the AI model believes should be tested for that use case to succeed. Now, we have seen that in organizations, there are a lot of employees that join or leave the organizations. With them, the knowledge also goes away. But if you are documenting that knowledge in your project documentation, say Confluence or any documentation library, those libraries can be integrated with the test management tools. And using AI-powered search, the testers can learn on the go any feature of the product or the project they are testing, or any information that is related to their domain. Not only the AI-powered search, there could be conversational bot that the testers will interact and find out information about their projects. After testing test cases, for failed test cases, creating a bug is a regular process that testers follow. Testers have to go through the pain of creating bugs with writing detailed descriptions and steps to reproduce for the failed or blocked executions. AI can be utilized for automatic creating bugs with descriptions and steps that will help testers to boost their productivity. Moving ahead with ensuring that the releases that you are delivering are correct and the QA team is confident about releasing those to the production. But how do you ensure that your releases are accurate? One of the unique parameter is trying to find out flaky test cases. Now, flaky test cases are those that have undeterministic outcome when you run them in the same environment multiple times. Identifying these flaky test cases is very crucial for any QA manager so that they can fix those flakiness of the test cases and then have a confidence on their automation or testing life cycles. AI now, based on the test case execution history, AI models come up with a score that tells you the flakiness of a test case. Not only tells you the flakiness, but also it tells you the success rate of a test case. So that when you are planning a test case for execution, you know that which test cases are riskier, have more flaky in them and have been failed for a very long time, rather than test cases that you know that are going to get passed and have a very good success rate. Now, every test management provides a lot of reporting, and those reports are quite detailed. But when a QA manager is looking at the reports, they need some summarization of those reports along with some actionable insights on those reports. Now, AI is going to read all of those reports and then will come up with a summary that the QA manager will refer to and will also suggest some actionable insights from those reports. Not only automatic creation of test cases is important, but also improving the test accuracy is important for a testing team. Most of the time, for projects that are running for a longer duration, they have a lot of test cases in their project repository. With time, the stories or the use cases also change. Hence, it is important to know how accurate those test cases are. And if the test cases are not accurate, the tester should be told that these are the recommendations that would help to improve the test case, which are already in the repository. We believe that this is going to really help a lot on the testing side. Testers will love this feature. Generating test data for test executions is again a very crucial ability that a test management needs to have. Generally, the test data is now created manually by the testers, which is kind of very time-consuming activity. The AI will take inputs from the tester and will try to generate test data, which is very relevant for the test cases that they are going to execute. So here is a quick summary of all the AI use cases. There are more, but we have covered these 8 use cases for this session.
All right, so we now move on to poll number 2. You should see the poll on your screen by now. We request your inputs. Please select any of the 3 options given below. We would love to understand the top 3 use cases that you believe will be beneficial for your testing teams. The options are auto-create test cases in steps using use case description, design test cycles taking minimal inputs from the tester, learn on the go with AI-powered search and conversational bot, create bugs with descriptions and steps for failed executions, assessing test cases flakiness and success rate, summarize and provide actionable insights from reports, improve test case accuracy for existing test cases, and generate test data for test case executions. You have 90 seconds to provide your inputs, where you should be selecting any of the top 3 use cases that you believe will be beneficial for your testing teams. Just a couple more seconds to go. All right. Thank you for your inputs. The poll results should flash on your screen now. It's pretty encouraging. Right, Puneet? With that, I think I'm very excited to talk about one of these use cases being implemented in one of our products, which is QMetry for Jira. So the next half of the session will cover that. I would love to start with how QMetry for Jira, one of our test management products, which is a test management app within the Atlassian ecosystem, can help achieve one of the use case as chosen in the poll. All right. So moving on to poll number 2, we would like to hear from you on your inputs. You have 90 seconds to choose the top 3 use cases that you believe will be beneficial for your testing teams. You can select any 3 out of the below options, which include auto-create test case and steps using use case description, design test cycles taking minimal inputs from the tester, learn on the go with AI-powered search and conversational bot, create bugs with descriptions and steps for failed executions, assessing test case flakiness and success rate, summarize and provide actionable insights from reports, improve test case accuracy for existing test cases, and generate test data for test executions. You have 90 seconds to select the top 3 of these use cases that you believe will be beneficial for your testing teams. You have a couple more seconds. All right, thank you for your inputs. The poll results should flash on your screen now. And Puneet, this is interesting, right? So I think this also takes us to one of the use cases that we wanted to cover in the next half of our presentation. So let's get there. Right. So we specifically wanted to categorize one of these use cases that have been voted by the attendees as important, how it is incorporated in QMetry for Jira, which is our test management app within Jira in the Atlassian ecosystem. And the use case is AI-based unique indicators that will help enhance testing confidence. Now, testing confidence is wavered more frequently by flaky test cases. What are these flaky test cases? So the flaky test case is one that exhibits a non-deterministic behavior when executed repeatedly within the same environment, resulting into an intermittent results, right? It offers intermittent execution results. So these flaky test cases have the potential to basically slow down your testing pipeline and erode confidence into testing processes. This is more often than less a concern for QA managers or leaders, right? So the first step towards identifying or gaining control over flaky test cases, identifying them, right? And how do you identify them? By having some sort of a indicator. So QMetry for Jira, as you see on your screen, offers two measuring parameters. One is flaky score, which is derived from execution history, and another one is success rate, which is SR on the extreme right. So the success rate is being ability to measure test case execution performance, which is calculated based on its execution history, right? So these two measures, flaky score and success rate, help testing teams and leadership identify and mend the potential risks that will waver the testing confidence. And that is one of the AI use cases strongly implemented right within QMetry for Jira. So beyond the AI use case, the other features that I wanted to cover in the remainder of the session are basically categorically part of the next generation features we had discussed earlier for specifically for test management tools, right? So core to any test management platform is the ability to create, manage, and version control test cases. So QMetry for Jira not only offers that native and integral to the testing, the experience that Jira offers, but it also offers exhaustive capabilities for enterprise-grade, customizable enterprise-grade capabilities to testing teams within Jira. In a very simple yet exhaustive way. Sorry, फिर से करना पड़ेगा. Sorry. बोलना. All right, so the next part that I wanted to cover specifically highlights the next generation use cases for test management, as we discussed in the first half of this session. Coming to the core part of the test management platform, which is creating, organizing, version control, and audit trail of your test cases. QMetry for Jira, which is an app native to Jira, offers extended Jira experience for all of these in a very simple and intuitive way through an intuitive UI. It also offers customization capabilities curtailed and created specifically for testing teams within the Jira ecosystem. So it goes beyond the limitations that Jira offers to testing teams, right? It also offers advanced test management capabilities for creation and managing test cases like data parameterization, shareable test cases, and auto creation of test cases from exploratory testing sessions, which comes auto attached with images and other details around those sessions, right? So it basically offers simplifying test authoring, versioning, and management inside Jira by creating, linking, and tracking test cases easily. There is an intuitive UI to help testers define what to test and how to test, thereby ensuring traceability and reusability. Test case creation in QMetry is extremely modularized, hence offering referenceability and reusability within the project, but as well across Jira projects also. As soon as the test cases are created, manage audit trail, the next bit that you move on to, which is core to testing again, is test execution. So QMetry for Jira offers capabilities to group your test cases into test cycles. And these test cycles can be executed and re-executed multiple times while retaining the current execution statuses. It also comprises of both the manual and automated test cases, which are auto-created if there are no manual placeholders out of your automation results when automatically being updated across Jira's issues like requirements and user stories for traceability and otherwise. There are multiple ways a tester can view and execute test assets depending on the way they prefer to record, organize, and execute test cases. Once you've executed your test cycles for QA managers and Scrum Masters, test plan comes vital. So you would be able to organize, group your test cycles into test plans. And these test plans can further be tracked to see the progress of executions of different test cycles. So test plan basically enables QA managers and team leads to plan and track releases with QMetry's test plan feature. As I mentioned earlier, you can link multiple test cycles into one and track the QA efforts. One of the very vital aspects of next generation test management was not only the basic reporting and insights, but actionable insights that offer advanced level predictive and prescriptive go-to-market decisions to QA managers. So QMetry for Jira offers a strong reporting capabilities and offers various aspects of reporting and decision-making like coverage analytics, test run reports, and traceability reports that helps critical quality decision-making using powerful analytics. And you can generate these reports not only for a project, but cross-project reporting and dashboard gadgets are also available. QMetry for Jira acts as a centralized repository within the Atlassian ecosystem, fetching inputs from Jira, from requirements and defect perspective, from feature file and execution, from automation and manual test case execution results. So it provides a centralized view if needed, and it also offers and integrates with Confluence for better reporting if teams are in a practice to use that. With the entire shift left, focus on shift left, business stakeholders also want to contribute to feature file creation. So through the integration that QMetry for Jira offers, there will be a BDD screen available, a feature file screen available on Jira requirements or user stories, through which a testing team member as well as a business analyst or a business stakeholder can contribute or create and push and pull update to a feature file and sync directly to and from with version control systems like Bitbucket, GitHub, GitLab, using different Gherkin editors into the Jira stories itself. If you look at different integrations and automation support, as I mentioned earlier, QMetry for Jira offers a strong test management capabilities within the Atlassian ecosystem as an app, but it basically provides a centralized repository where you can connect and out-of-the-box integrate different tools across the DevOps pipeline, like CI/CD tools that are Jenkins, Bamboo, Maven, varied automation, homegrown, open source, or commercial automation tools, version control tools. All of these can be connected to QMetry and also with Jira, henceforth, giving you a centralized viewpoint of your entire end-to-end testing lifecycle and enabling better DevOps communication henceforth. Now, when we talk to different customers, when they want to, because of this and various other reasons, switch to QMetry for Jira, I think one of the biggest inhibitor is change management. That comes aboard with, how do I migrate away from the humongous data that I have in my existing ecosystem? Where will there be data loss? What is the effort that goes in? What if I get stuck? What is the cost? How do I train my end user? So we got all of this covered through our migration utility and end-to-end training and onboarding planning. So all the apps that you see on this screen and beyond that, even standalone solution, we have seamless migration utilities built where we not only help customers migrate their existing test assets like test cases with the steps, executions, story linkages. We also bring in the traceability to stories and defects from Jira, attachments, any customization they would have done to their data in these tools. So we fetch the entire data with the linkages and customization intact into QMetry for Jira. There's a seamless and end-to-end migration at no additional cost. And if there is any hand-holding required, there'll be a QMetry product expert along with a dedicated account manager available during and post the migration for onboarding and training support as well. Right. So that is what I wanted to highlight, along with our UI cases enabled in QMetry for Jira. Also provide insight into the next generation capabilities available in our app for test management, and beyond that, how we offer the services around it to ensure the customers have seamless transition. While we do that, I wanted to draw all of your attention to the poll number 3 on your screen, and that is a poll that we would want to understand from AI's perspective. Which tools are you exploring that you want to see are AI enabled? Would it be test management, test automation, or both at once? If you have not yet started exploring and are still contemplating, you can select the option number 2. This time you'll have 30 seconds to select any one of the mentioned option. So you can select one of the options in next 30 seconds. Are you exploring AI-enabled testing tools? If yes, is it a test management solution or a test automation solution, or both? Or if you are still in an exploration stage and you have not yet started exploring any of these. You have a couple more seconds to provide your inputs. All right, thank you for providing your inputs. The poll results should be on your screen now. Excellent. Having said that, I think I would like to conclude with a very brief perspective on who we are as an organization and our partner ecosystem, including our customers, who are most valued partners. So as you would know by now, QMetry for Jira is an AI-driven scalable test management platform available native to Jira, offering exhaustive custom experience to testing teams within Jira ecosystem, engaging developers and offering them Agile and DevOps experience for these teams. So we have more than 400K plus happy users across 1,600 plus customers and 200 plus digital enterprises, offering 20 plus ready-made integrations. We absolutely believe in a value-based test management experience. We are a one app solution, made be exploratory testing, import-export capabilities or APIs. You get it in a single app. We are one of the top or the best in-class test management app inside Jira, specifically built for agile teams to help them deliver better and faster quality with low cost, almost 30% lower total cost of ownership and 50% higher ROI. If you would want to understand the further landscape of our AI innovation plan or roadmap, if you want to see the product in play, or if you'd want to start, try your hands on to either of these, feel free to reach out to us. I could not, conclude and move on to Q&A before I would actually flaunt our badge of being an Atlassian staff pick. We are an Atlassian Platinum app vendor partner, and we are also a bug bounty certified app vendor. So we are most certainly in the preferred choice as a test management app. I think, Puneet, with that, I would like to conclude and open the forum for any questions on what you've seen today or our test management offerings at length.
At this point in time, can we assign test case to multiple testers at a time? Shyam has asked this question.
Right. Thank you, Shyam, for the question. So let me answer this in two parts, right? You most certainly can assign test cases to multiple testers at a time if you wish to. The first bit being that if you'd like to assign a test case to an author to create the layout or the structure of the test case or organize a test case in terms of authoring aspect, you can do that. Then the same test case can be assigned to a different tester for execution, maybe manual tester or an automation tester, right? So in terms of the sequence or the flow, you can most certainly assign the same test case to multiple testers. The second use case can be that you want to assign the same test case to multiple different testers in a single cycle, test execution cycle, under different parameters, maybe different environments, different releasing cycle, an entirely different build. So you can most certainly do that as well in QMetry for Jira, where you can assign the same test case to different assignees or different testers in a single cycle. Okay? So for both the use cases, you can do that, may it be sequential or execution of the same test case in a single cycle under different permutation and combination. I hope both of these cover the use cases that you're looking for, and I hope that answers your question. We'll wait for a couple more minutes for any other question. But thank you so much, everybody. The poll results are quite insightful, and we welcome the inputs as mentioned in the presentation itself. If you would like to know more about QMetry, the roadmap, innovation, and AI capabilities, along with the new age or the next generation use cases that we are continuously incorporating in the product, feel free to write to us at info@qmetry.com, and I'll also leave the email address where you can reach us. But beyond that, feel free to visit us at qtm4j.com.
Thank you, Rupal. And so we are also there. Our booth is there. The virtual booth is there. You guys can reach out to us on our booth. And if you have any questions, any queries, if you want to have a quick demo of the product, we are there for to give you the full insight. Thank you.